There's a monster in the forest. There's a portal in the attic. There's killer moths. Yes, it's Doctor Who. Don't forget to press subscribe, and if you can support me on Patreon, that is fantastic. Thank you very much. Graham carries sarnies. I thought that was a really mysterious episode of Doctor Who. At least a lot of it was mysterious. I think you can kind of split it up into kind of 3 segments. You've got the bit at the beginning when they're in Norway and they're wondering what is going on with the girl that they found in the cabin and why her dad's disappeared. And then you've got the little middle bit where they meet that strange alien guy who got eaten by the killer moths. And then at the end you've got that substantial bit regarding the other universe trying to creep into ours, and obviously Grace returning, but not really Grace returning. And yeah, I thought it worked really well. A little bit odd, very different, and once again we've got an episode of Doctor Who this year where we're not talking about alien invasions and the stuff that we've perhaps become used to talking about with Doctor Who.
Norway, definitely Norway. Soil?
A cottage in winter with a chimney but no smoke. What's got you so scared?
It takes you away. It takes you away.
This was very different in terms of theme, I think, and tone, and quite different from everything else in the series so far this year. And I think what struck me particularly was the resolution about how friendship was the resolution. The whole story was resolved, the whole premise was resolved, touching on the faith that people have in each other, and the grief that they go through when you lose people. And I think that's a really interesting topic for Doctor Who to try and subtly weave in, maybe not so subtly, weave into the scripts. And it's perhaps something that would have come out of a story in the past, through people coping with whatever alien invasion or whatever was going on. But for it to be the premise of the story, for it to be about losing people and wanting to cling on to them and moving on, I think it's a brave topic to try and handle at 6:30 on a Sunday evening. I was very interested to see the mirrors. Check out Warriors Gate classic series, because we've seen some of this stuff before. And of course, reversing the polarity, very good stuff. Lots of little hints about the past in Doctor Who at the moment. I just thought it was a really strong episode. I think it's the kind of episode that people are going to be watching multiple times and getting stuff out of it. So I'm looking forward later this week to watching it a second time and checking it out some more, because I'm sure there's bits that I missed in the dialogue and so on. But I just thought it was really strong. And finally, that nice little bit at the end with Graham and Ryan, I thought that was a nice little moment. I mean, it was bound to turn up at some point in the series. It's been kind of building up, hasn't it, since the beginning. So I thought that was really nice. And yeah, next is the finale. Next week, the finale of the series. We'll see if it ties up any of the strands that have been going on this year, or whether it's not going to tie up anything, and we're going to look back at some of the stories that have gone on and think, oh, they just had big flaws in them. We're so used to a story arc in Doctor Who that we look for things, but maybe there isn't. Maybe there is. We'll find out in a week's time.